Frontier opening bell Monday, the 13th of February. Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's a start of a brand new week. Let's get started with the markets. Let's start with Sunday, where Egypt traded for the first day of its own market week, negative 1.85%. That's the EGX 30 down by 17,613. If you roll it back to Friday, the Nigerian market soft into the weekend, 0.06%. Week on week, however, the Nigerian exchange index was up 2%, and that brought the year-to-date to 6%. Very decent run we've seen so far in the month of February, the election month, by the way. The BRVM finished Friday 0.02%, a few of a retracing from 202 earlier in the week. The NSE was down by 0.29%, and the JSE fell much bigger, 1.29% to 78,000, fell below the 80,000 in the week. So let's check in with the biggest stories from East Africa, with Kenya's February bond underperforming. Investors are now going for treasury bills. And Kenya's and Eritrea has agreed to abolish visa requirements, part of Kenya reaching out to other countries within the East African region to the Horn of Africa between Somalia and Eritrea. President William Ruto has been on a diplomatic offensive, trying to warm up to his neighbors since he came into office last year. And Egypt says he's selling 45% of EthioTel in a partial privatization of the national telecommunication carrier. In Tanzania, he's selling, tells Elon Musk that his Starlink must meet operational standards before it is onboarded into the country. Starlink by Elon Musk is being allowed to float into Rwanda now. That has been extended to Tanzania as well, but Tanzania wants operational standards to be met before the Starlink could go up and provide intelligence data and other things to the East African economy. Let's go to West Africa and touch on with a couple of headlines with the Nigeria's central bank say that the minting company, the NSMPC, has enough capacity to produce additional and enough currencies for the country and does not need the British De La Rue company to print money outside the country and ship them into Nigeria. Nigeria is still facing a crunching physical cash liquidity as we speak. Banks remain closed, so customers and ATMs remain the only source of getting a little amount of Naira in cash, and that is being bombarded. They're running dry. So folks go to the black market for the Naira and paying heavy premium on Naira exchange. It's been as tough as it can get. We'll see what the new week brings to the table. The Bank of Industry, or the BOI, has gotten about a few amounts of money, in 1.2 billion in euros from the France Development Bank to support climate change lending in Nigeria. And Ghana's and the UNDP, that's United Nations Development Program, as well as UNIDO, have launched a $6.5 million project on safe mining, while the BRVM listed Serious Capitals in partnership with FinTech July. Let's look into Southern Africa very quickly, with the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe raising cash withdrawal limits for categories of banking clients. If you're in Zimbabwe, I'm sure you know that already. The energy company EthioTel has agreed to buy Petronas stake in South Africa's fuel retailer, while Botswana is looking at a 2023 growth of about 4% and plans to expand very rapidly its infrastructure drive. In July, Botswana will be hosting the U.S. Africa Business Summit. That's in the first few days of July, and the country is preparing rapidly for that. And Zambia Airways is looking to debut regional flights by late first quarter. We're already in February. We'll see how this goes, but towards the end of March. Keep that in mind. We'll update you as soon as we see Zambia Airways make that happen. So let's touch with North Africa, with Egypt adopting plans to increase local cooking oil production because import is about 97%. So the country is looking to rein in part of that, cut down on imports, and develop local cooking oil for the people. And annual core inflation reporting by Central Bank of Egypt at 31.2% for the month of January, while 32 state companies by the Egyptian government is being onboarded on the Egyptian Stock Exchange over a year period, starting from now. And that's according to the Prime Minister. Egypt is looking to onboard some of the state-owned enterprises in the defense and other ministries onto the market and get out of those businesses. That's quite a massive privatization, for which the Financial Regulatory Authority recently approved a bit of a rejigging of listing rules to allow those companies, the SOEs, come on the Egyptian stock market in Cairo. Then Tunisia's assurances Maghrebia is vying to raise capital by 5 million dinars. That's an insurance company listed on the Tunisian stock market. And that's your briefing this Monday to get the week started. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week. And keep in touch with us here on Frontier Africa Reports at www.frontierafrica.reports on our social media platforms, as well as on our YouTube. Subscribe, it is free, Frontier Africa Reports. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.